Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a peach like this in Blender. I'm using Blender 2.83 for reference. So we're going to create a new file, don't save, and we're going to add, let me turn on screencast keys, and we're going to add a UV sphere. We're going to tab into edit mode, select one of these edge loops with Alt and clicking with the left mouse button, and we're going to take off those two top points and we're going to move this along the x-axis, and this will be that ridge of the peach, and then we're going to scale it a little bit, and then we're going to select these two edge loops and we're going to scale them in on the y-axis, so SY, and you can see that there. We're going to shade smooth, has the general shape of a peach. We're going to go over here and add a subdivision surface and crank this up. That looks like it will be good enough. And now we're going to add the stem. So we're going to add a cylinder. Tab into edit mode, scale this down, go into X-ray mode, scale it down a bit more. We're going to take this and E to extrude, give it a little bit of a bend to make it look a little more organic, rotate it, add one last one. Add one last one that's scaled out right there. And then we're going to tab out, and then actually we're going to fill in this top face, which will be N-gon, but it's okay. And now we're going to put a subdivision surface. Let's just crank that up. And now let's see how it looks right here. We're going to move it down just a tad, so you don't see that base. And now we're going to start with the leaves. So we're going to add a plane, and I'm just going to move this over real quick. Move along the y-axis. Tab, let's scale it down, and we're going to extrude this side, and then we're going to merge them. We're going to extrude this side on the y-axis, and then merge these as well. And we're going to add a subdivision surface, and we're going to add a solidify, which I'm going to put above there. Just put a tiny bit so the leaf looks a little solid. And tab out of edit mode, save, and now we're going to move this where the leaf would be. But that looks pretty flat, so we're going to go up here into sculpting mode and use the grab brush, bend it a little bit, zoom in a little, that looks a little more natural. And now we're going to duplicate this, Shift D, and then we're going to rotate around the Z-axis, move back up here, and rotate a tiny bit more just to make it look not too similar to the other one. And then we're going to zoom the camera in, lock camera to view, zoom in so we have this zoomed in framing of the peach. And I'm going to move this a little bit, just to make it look a little nicer. How it lines up. And now we're going to work on materials. So we're going to add a peach material, and we're going to pick sort of an orange-ish color. That looks good for now. And we're going to turn on subsurface scattering and just set a value of 0.1 for now, just have a little bit. And then we are going to add a leaf material, which will be a nice green, a little darker, maybe a little less saturated than that. And we're going to pick this and also add 0.1. And now finally for the stem, we're going to pick a brown and there, and do smaller subsurface value. If we press Z and go into rendered mode, we have to set this leaf as well. Set it to leaf. We have the basics of a peach. I'm gonna actually change this orange a little bit. To that. And if we switch our rendered mode to cycles, and we're gonna do one last thing, which is change this background and brighten it up a little bit. And there you have it, a peach in Blender 2.83. Thanks for watching, bye.